Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today is a very good day because today is a day that I'm recording another video. So, let's get into it. So what is one thing that football, soccer, baseball, basketball, tennis, and a few other major sports have in common? Well, if you read the title, you know. It's video review. Yes, every major sport now has video reviews. Now what that means is if a referee makes a call on the field and somebody doesn't agree with it, a referee doesn't agree with it, a player doesn't agree with it, or a coach doesn't agree with it, then they now have the power to go look at a little screen and make sure the call that they made was correct. Now there's a lot of debate on video review. A lot of people don't like it. Some people love it. I am kind of stuck in the middle. I'm one of those fans where if it's against us, I hate it. If it's for us, I love it. Just like any other sports fan would. But video review isn't always as good as people make it seem to be. Even though we've had video review in football for a while, and basketball is just now getting into it again, baseball is using it a little bit more heavily now, and soccer is experiencing its first full year with video review, not everybody's on board with it, and there's still some major flaws that go on with it. In football, for example, we've had video review now for a while, and for some reason we still can't seem to get the calls right. Does everybody remember that game between the Packers and the Seahawks?
Final play is a Wilson loft to the end zone, which is fought for by Tate with Jennings simultaneous. Who has it? One guy goes up, touchdown. The other said no time.
How does MD Jennings not get credit for the interception? I have no idea.
Call on the field stands.
Or what about that time that Dallas went to go play at Green Bay and this happened?
4th down and 2. Here's one down the sideline. Pass caught by Des Bryant. They're going to mark him inside the 1. And a brilliant catch by number 88. That was up for grabs, and Des Bryant went up and grabbed it. Well, Sam Shields is in a great position to make a play, but he's 5'11". He goes up, but he's just not able to contend with the 6'2" Des Bryant. You see how high he gets to go up and make a play. I haven't seen anybody go up and make plays on balls in the air the way that Des Bryant has. Wow.
And for all my baseball fans, do you guys remember Max Scherzer losing a no-hitter because of this?
Ground ball, right side. Cabrera will cut it off. Galarraga covers. He's out. No, he's safe. He is safe. He is safe at first base.
He must have missed the base. Are you kidding me? Why is he safe?
You see right here.
Why is he safe? Oh my goodness, Jim Joyce, no!
Oh, jeez Louise.
Oh my goodness.
What a travesty. What an absolute travesty for Armando.
Or even if you watch soccer and video review's only been out for a while, you guys remember this from like 9 or 10 years ago that this happened?
But there's the handball by Ori.
And by the way, not just once, George, but twice. It's actually hit him on the arm and then he's controlled it with his hand. Just watch it from this angle.
Yes.
And then he's knocked it back to Gallas and it's easy, but... Oh,
that's a handball, no question about it. Absolutely no question about it, and France have stolen the lead on aggregate.
So yeah, there is a small issue with video review being implemented in the game where in some areas it's very, very effective, but there's times where video review just isn't consistent. It fails to work and people just still can't get the call right. So I made a little pros and cons list in my head and I wrote it down to show you guys what are the actual pros and what are the actual cons that I feel are going on with video review. Now, when it comes to video review, we are limiting very big chunks of human error. That means what human error is basically if I see something and I think that's the right call, I'll make that call. But you know what? People upstairs might take a look at it and they think, you know what? That might have not been the right call. But everybody else in the stadium knows it was the wrong call. But you, as the umpire, as the ref, you think, no, it's the right call. It's the right call. So now you have to go throughout the whole game knowing that you think it's the right call, but everybody knows it's the wrong call. That's human error. You make the mistake. And with video review, we now get rid of a lot of that. In the NFL, we've now seen a big jump to getting calls right. About 97% of calls that are made by referees are correct calls. Yeah, there's still that 3% gap that aren't the right calls, but we're getting there. And because a lot of those calls are being made correctly, we can now see straight consistency when it comes to these games. We very rarely watch those games nowadays where at the end of the game you're thinking, man, if that one call was made or if that call wasn't made, what could have happened? It could have changed the whole game itself. everything could have been changed. So with a lot more calls being made correctly because of video review, we now have to limit those mistakes, and we are not left wondering what could have been. So when there's a pros list, unfortunately, you have to make a cons list. And at times, I found myself writing down a lot more cons than I did pros. So in that aspect, we can still see where video review needs to be improved and where it's going pretty well. So, like I said, with video review, NFL's got 97% of the calls right, but those 3% calls that they don't get correct are pretty huge. And that's because not all calls are allowed to be reviewed. Meaning that because the referee doesn't call something, a lot of times they can't go back and review it. Whether it's a holding penalty in football, a flagrant foul in basketball, late kick in soccer, or whatever other scenario wants to come about. And because we can't review every single call that is made or isn't made, stuff like the Saints-Ram games happen.
10. Quick snap. Breeze. Pass is incomplete. No flag for Tommy Lee Lewis. Nickel Roby-Coleman delivered a hit. And the two officials talk to each other. Crowd's going crazy as there's no flag right on the Saints sideline.
Well, if Nickel Roby-Coleman plays the ball, it's an interception. It's probably going the other way with it. I mean, the ball's on the other side of Roby-Coleman, but that should have been a penalty. And John Payton is justifiably.
Or what about the tuck rule? That was reviewed, and honestly, that's just a simple rule that was made. But if video review wasn't around, who knows? The Raiders might have won the Super Bowl that year.
To be able to run that fast.
First down from the 42.
Blitz.
Lost the football. It's on the ground. Covered by the Raiders.
His college teammate, Charles Woodson, on coverage.
After reviewing the play, the quarterback's arm was going forward. It is an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 on the 42.
Balls and strikes in baseball, that's left up entirely to the umpire. That's where the human error comes into play. A lot of pitchers think they got a really good pitch inside and they think it's a strike, but the umpire comes back with the ball, and it can be quite frustrating sometimes. And I know that. But because we can't review every single pitch, then we're left entirely to the ref's mercy, and that's where human error comes involved. Now, another big con is that it adds time to the games. Imagine, in basketball, if it's less than 2 minutes, the referees can review every single play they want. Imagine, you make a play down court, the ball gets tipped by 3 other players, you don't know who it is. Of course you're going to want them to review that. But say, what if it happens again on the other side? Now they have to go review that again. And it takes about a minute or two to go review that. Then they do it again on the other side. And it's just those 2 minutes end up being about an extra 7 or 8 minutes added onto the games. And baseball's another thing. Imagine going to baseball games and thinking you're only going to be there about 2.5 hours to watch a game, and I'm okay with that. Baseball is a long game, and I'm okay with that. It's a lot of strategy. It's fun when it's getting intense, and it's one of the better games to watch in my opinion. But now with video review being a part of it, now some plays can be challenged, and umpires now have the opportunity to go and check a play. But it's not really video review. What umpires are doing in baseball that's different than other sports is this. They are walking up to behind home plate and doing this. That's not video review. That is somebody being in your ear telling you what you missed. So yeah, you can say that somebody is reviewing the video, but that just adds so much more time to baseball games. And baseball already is a long sport. So if you're adding on those 6-7 minutes at the end of the games are going to continue to get longer every single time. To all my soccer fans out there, you guys have seen recently the Manchester United versus the PSG game and how video review took that game over. Manchester United was about 2 minutes from being eliminated from the Champions League, and because of one big video review, it changed the whole game. PSG gets knocked out, Manchester United moves on. And of course, not everybody's going to be happy with video review. If you're the team that video review is working against, of course, you're going to be mad about it. You're going to say it's wrong. You're going to say it needs to get fixed. Changes need to be made. And if you're the team in favor of video review, of course, you're going to say, it's great. Let's continue doing it. I want to see it improve. I want to see it get bigger. So you're never going to see two people on opposite teams agreeing on the same call, just because you're always going to want it to go in your favor. And yeah, video review is great. It's going to limit the errors. It's going to limit mistakes, and it's going to make the game flow a little bit better, and you're always going to get the right call. But because we still have a big chunk of human error when it comes to baseball games, some basketball games, football games especially, soccer games, we're limiting errors like that because we have about 6 referees on the field now. I can see baseball, football, soccer, and basketball being games where in the future we are going to have very little errors and can make a better experience, not just for the hardcore fans, but for the casual fans as well. It makes games a lot more easier to watch. We know what's going on. The game is going to run a lot more smoothly without having so many stops in between because of these reviews. And it just makes the game better like that. I want games to run smoothly with no error at all. It's just better. It's just fun. I like watching a fun game. It's just fun. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like at the bottom of this video. Don't forget to leave a comment. I will be leaving my Instagram link down below, my Twitter link down below, my Gmail link down below if you guys have a question, or if you guys want to ask me some questions, or if you guys have suggestions for a next video topic. I will read them as they come, and I look forward to interacting with you guys more and more. So again, thank you guys again for watching this video, and I'm out.